Hello, my name is Lucas, this is a bit of lit, and I'm here to talk about Girl, Woman, Other, which won the Booker Prize in 2019, along with The Testaments by Margaret Atwood. I've tried making this video a few times, and every time I couldn't remember the author that wrote. I remembered she was Canadian. I remembered that she wrote The Handmaid's Tale. And The Testaments was like a sequel to that, and that The Testaments won the Booker Prize along with this book. And I also remember, funnily enough, while I was making the video the first few times, I was thinking about how when it was announced that there were two winners, some news publication, I want to say it was The Guardian, said Margaret Atwood and another author won the Booker Prize. Of course, the other author being Bernadine Evaristo. I just thought it was a little ironic that I knew this name, I guess because of this. I have no idea who's won most of the Booker Prizes, or Man Booker when it was Man Booker, but yeah, I just thought it was a little funny that I couldn't remember Margaret Atwood's name. That was really a shame and wrong of, come on, just put the name. It's disrespectful and racist. But anyway, Girl, Woman, Other is a very interesting book in its style for a number of reasons. There's no particular through line for the story, and it follows 12 different women, largely black, and quite a few of them are immigrant women. We've got a few different chapters and an epilogue. The first chapter follows Amma, Yaz, Dominique. Second chapter, Carol, Bumi, Letitia. Third chapter, Shirley, Winsome, Penelope. Chapter 4 has Megan Morgan, and this is a transgender character. And then Hattie and Grace, and then there's an after party, and then the epilogue for what comes after. This is a very powerful piece of writing, I think, because there are a few interesting stylistic choices. First of all, of course, choosing to have 12 different characters to experience, I guess is the word I'm looking for. You get to see their lives, their thoughts, the things that drive them and motivate them in depth. And they all have a connection to each other in some way, and that comes in at the end. But there's, like I said, not really a through line in terms of the plot, but you do get to see their lives. Another stylistic choice that is interesting is that there is not really standard punctuation, at least not for the beginnings and ends of sentences, as you might be able to see here. Yaz sits on the seat chosen by Mum in the middle of the stalls, comma. Okay, we've got those. One of the best in the house, comma. Although she'd rather be hidden away at the back in case the play is another embarrassment. She's tied her amazingly wild, energetic, strong, and voluminous afro back because people sitting behind her in venues complain they can't see the stage when her afroed compatriots accuse people of racism or microaggressions for this very reason, comma. I forgot a few of the commas earlier. Yaz asks them how they'd feel if an unruly topiary hedge blocked their view of the stage at a concert. Question mark. Okay, we've got a few things like that. We don't really have quotation marks. We don't have periods. We've got commas. We've got question marks. Were there any other? It's been a couple of days. Oh, we do have a few periods here and there. I was mistaken on that front. And in a sense, this choice, because you do get a lot about their lives and their relationships with other people, whether it's family or friends or loved ones. You do get the sense that we're really following them along in their life, and things just keep going, just like in life keeps going. and you feel more attuned with them. Is that the word I'm looking for? I don't know. I think it really works well, in my opinion, to get me to sort of put myself in that place, in the mindset, and try to really understand these characters and the struggles that they face, based on their identity, whether they're black or immigrant in the UK, or as woman, or as a transgender transmasculine man. Please forgive me, I'm not up to date on terms for trans people as a whole, but yeah, I think that style really works. The one thing I would say that it's not really a complaint. I really enjoyed reading this book. It's just the kinds of issues that this talks about, I would rather read in nonfiction than fiction. But that's just personally. I also, although I think it does work and does put me in the minds of these characters, I also I'm not really a fan of strange stylistic choices like the lack of punctuation. I just want, I'm pretty basic. I just want the story told to me in a standard way. But, I didn't want, when I noticed that right away, I thought maybe it's just the first character. But then it was the second and third and all through all of them. And, I didn't want, just because I do not care for that, I didn't want to have it affect my viewpoint on it, because I understood that it was a stylistic choice. And that's, although I don't care for it, I thought it did work for what it was trying to do, and there's no reason to disparage the quality of the work just because I have preconceived notions of how to tell a story, I guess. It's very non-standard in that way, and perhaps the characters themselves are not of the standard, right? In a white male-dominated world, certainly not, I suppose. So in that sense, I do respect the choice, especially because she did write it really well. I mean, these characters, you really understand them, you feel them, and there's a lot of depth to them that I think anybody could connect to at least one of them, but probably more of them, more than one, if not all of them. So I think that's really great. And you don't have to be someone who shares the identities of these people, although I think you'll have a deeper connection and understanding of them. I think you can see their humanity really well. So, in that sense, then you can still appreciate it. So, I would recommend it if you are really into stories that are told in a non-traditional sense, and also if you are interested in reading modern fiction that really tackles a lot of modern issues, even ones that maybe don't affect you directly, because maybe part of your identity is not in a position to be troubled by daily life. That was an awkward way to say, yeah, it's pretty good. If what I've said sounds interesting to you, then I think you will like it, definitely. I think she's a very good writer. And so, yeah, thank you. Goodbye.